Riffs from Wild Gift with I'm Coming Over. So we've got a little more time here, and we can talk about any more stories that we want to talk about. So currently you two guys still play occasionally together. The Weeds have had a couple of reunions.
Yeah, we've had a couple. We've had a couple of reunion shows. Yeah,
I always turn on mic 3 for Billy instead of mic 2 for some reason. So a couple reunion shows. Any more of those planned, or are they just too much trouble for all the fun that the Weeds fans have?
Well, I think we pretty much did what we needed to do. We had our little performance at the Smart Studio, the Smart Story documentary. That was fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Bill's still doing a lot of stuff. Solo and part of a duo.
Playing with my kids.
Yeah, give us a little info on that.
Well, we've always had this family band thing going, even when they were little, and now that they're older, we still get together and play whenever we can. Every other month we'll have a show somewhere, but they're all doing their own things as well. Yo, my oldest son, he's playing bass with Richie in a band in town here called Sugar and the Milkmen, and Richie also does a lot of recording on his own, just putting out his own music as well. Lee's doing this a cappella thing. He and his group, Fundamentally Sound, they just came in first at I think it was semis, it could have been quarter semis or something like that. They were just down in Illinois last night. Helped drive them back home around 3 o'clock in the morning. And Henry, my youngest, he's just a solid bass player. We do a lot of stuff together. He and I play a lot of duos in Japan. We just go to the clubs, and if I've got Henry standing next to me, I know we can play for 3-4 hours, no problem. And Mike and I still get together whenever we can to play. I don't know, I've just always been a fan of his voice, and just playing with him has always been great. So whenever we get the chance, I like to do that. It's nice for me to play guitar with him, because being the drummer for the Weeds for all those years, it's nice to be able to come up front and actually play guitar and sing with him.
Okay, Mike, anything you want to add?
I just want to add that a lot of these songs, even though I'm singing on them on these Weeds, the CD and the LP, Bill wrote a ton of the riffs, and he's really a great hook writer, and he just write some lyrics to this, and we're basically the Lennon and McCartney of 1985.
1985, I'd say. Yeah, which, this tune is a great example of when you're going to play. I brought in the lick, and he put the words to it.
So that's how it works. Sometimes you would bring in the you'd bring in the lick, and Mike would write the words.
Yeah, I think mostly that's how we worked. Sometimes I'd have a full tune with everything, but even then he would kind of put his own stamp on it, make it better. And he also brought in completed songs. Mulvaney did the same. Even Rob wrote some really good stuff. But our main thing, I think, when we really did well, was if I would bring in a riff, and he would just put some great lyrics to it and great lines.
And the thing that I think surprised me, having seen you as a teenager play drums, is that you sang a lot on the album.
Yeah.
I can hear your voice here. Do you sing lead on any of the songs?
I don't really think so. No.
Okay.
No, but there's quite a few where we're doubling, or Bill's doubling my vocal, like word for word, for a little solid feel.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll go with we've got one more live performance in the WVMO studio. So we have the song "Funny." Anything about that song?
That's a full mic tune.
That song is the classic songwriter who's trying to make himself look good in a failed relationship.
And there you have it.
And there you have it.
So Bill Conway, Mike Boxey, today in the studio, WVMO, with your host Kirk Swenson on Drive Swede Said. So we'll go out with this live performance next week. I have not got planned, but I'm always here. So please come back, and I hope you enjoyed the guests in the studio today and the live performances.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks.
You're great. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.